What's the deal? What's the deal? How's everybody doing? We have some action coming right up. Wait, there we go. It's a beautiful morning. Oh, feel like a Friday on a Wednesday. It's hump day. So we got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 folders in 4 minutes. And the last time we've had unemployment claims, price did not drive until CPI. CPI, not tomorrow. So I don't know. Be very careful. What I'm going to do is I'm still going to trade the news the way I always trade them. I'm going to drop down to the 1 minute. The only difference will be I will wait for a push out the range. We have a range. Let's look at the daily here. Ooh, the daily closed bullish yesterday. I thought it was going to flip. Closed bullish. And we've been coming up ever since. Yeah, we got this smaller range that's been created here. I think we can even look at this off the 30. So I'm going to see if the news on the 1 minute can push outside this little area, and then we will look for a rebreak. But I'll be dropping my lots on news trades for the rest of the year from 20 to 5. Just on news trades. Only for news. And once the news is gone here, we'll have about an hour and a half of price action. And if we set up in between news, like 15 minutes, half hour before news, after this plays out, before the next news, I'm going to be trading price action. People at the Zoom door. Come in. Come on in. Be mixed news. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if your break, I mean, if you're, we got 15 seconds here, but if you're already 10, 15 pips in profit and it hasn't been 5 minutes and you're on the funded account, go break even. Go break even. Let it rock for 5 minutes. Or close 90% of your position. Leave 10 open and let that rock for 10 minutes. Or for 5 minutes. All right, so we have news here. It's a shitload of pending right there. Lock in, gang. It's news time. Ah, wow. Just a mixed bag everywhere. As expected, but a mixed bag the rest of the way. You can't do that. I asked them to let 5% run. Let 50% run. Yeah, that's pretty flat. We moved 10 pips. Right? And if we're going to go in this straight by price action, then I can't take that rebreak at a high within range, right? This could just be a top wick to rebreak the low here. Same, the 50% is still under 5 minutes, so that don't count. Interesting. Really? Have you guys experienced that? If you have, let me know. I want to clarify that with them. So probably whatever you close before the 5 minute, that's you gotta go be. But I know it won't breach your accounts as like a soft breach, right? So they just take away that profit. I think you're fine. I spoke to them. They said so. People taking my trades, they see a lot of people placing the same trade, but it's from my group. It shouldn't be an issue. It should be fine. But the 5 minutes that's software. That's not them individually taking a look at each individual trade. It's software that marks that it was under 5 minutes, and it does that automatically. It'd be ideal for swing trade. No, just have your trade longer than 5 minutes, not necessarily intraday scalping. Majority of our trades are more than 5 minutes. A large portion is under, but majority of our trades is over 5 minutes. Yeah, I looked. I must have maybe 3 out of every 10 trades are under 5 minutes. But you won't lose your account, right? They'll take away that specific profit, whatever's earned under 5 minutes. So if you're in profit, just go break even. Go break even where you would take TP. That would be my strategy, and then no harm, no foul. You can't trade the 5 minute time. You can trade the 5 minute time frame. You can't close the trade. If you close the trade before 5 minutes is up, if it's shorter than 5 minutes, their software takes away the profits. That's the rule. Yeah, so they don't want you using high frequency trading bots, right? The HFTs, and they're so prevalent in the game that it's crazy. Because with a high frequency trading bot, you're able to take advantage of the many fluctuations of the market. I don't think it's a fair rule. I think it's fair if you're the owners, because when people start taking advantage of the high frequency trading bots, that's not something I guess a funded company can withstand, because a bot can really run up an account during a trending market. The same reason that they don't want 200 people placing the same position, right? Because typically it's like a bot or a single bot, or like a copy trader bot. But if they see you're coming from this community, you should be fine. Yeah, I don't think it would affect my trading major. I would just go break even on trades that are shorter positions and it's still let them run. I would say like this, if three trades out of every 10 are longer than 5 minutes, about half of those run further. I think the trade-off will be that every trade and a half or two trades, you'll get better profits, and every trade and a half, you'll get a break even. Trust prop firms. Well, you follow the rules. This prop firm will pay you out. They won't find an extra rule that's not in the book to not pay you out. That news was kind of flat. I mean, we drove up 30 pips, but we stayed within range and we did not re-break anything. This 5 has created a bottom wick to drive. Typically, I would have if this was the news, once this 5 starts re-breaking the highs, I would be in there. But we haven't pushed outside the range. Maybe this 5 will. Just grabbed the 50K funded? No, you didn't. I would know if you did. I would know if you did. Oh, unless you did it yesterday. Or day before yesterday. Oh, man. Or maybe you just did it like a split second ago. Tried placing a trade but wasn't allowing me. Turns out I forgot to verify the account. Yeah, that's important. Verify the account. $40 here, and this 5 never flipped. We're still within range, so we're still waiting. We are still waiting. I do think. Wait, when's the last day? 28, 29, 30. I think you have until Friday. I'm not exactly sure to get the instant funded accounts. I think they're running that till Friday or till Monday, maybe till Cyber Monday, but I'm pretty sure it's till Friday. So if you're looking to skip the challenge, not have to worry about a challenge, just go straight into funding, they have that option available, I believe, only through Black Friday. So you have tomorrow and the day after to get it, and that's it. After that, it won't be instant funding. You'll still get discounts, but it'll be one step challenge or 2-step challenge. Yeah, F5 closed bearish. Still in range. They're starting one in 5 days not related to Wix. What are you talking about? What's in 5 days? Oh, no, no, no. What do you mean not related to Wix? That's the competition. I think it's December 2nd. December 2nd, we should be starting a new competition, and it will be our group. You'll be able to identify yourself as part of Wix 9's group, as part of TTE's group, or as part of Austin Silver's group, right? And these three groups will compete for a championship belt, a prize, and most likely a trip, a vacation. It's gonna be pretty dope. I think December 2nd we'll be starting the competition. On Friday, I'll give you guys the exact date when it will run through. When we're gonna do the giveaway on Friday, yeah, make sure you go comment on my on Sunday's post with the matches, with the burning matches. Yeah, go comment on that post. If you're following my IG and you're sub to this YouTube, you'll be entered into the giveaway. We'll give away a couple of 25K funded accounts, and I'll have the rules and the timing for the competition and when we're starting, when we're ending, and all of that fun stuff. And on Friday, you'll have the whole weekend to enroll into the competition. Should be a lot of fun. Right. Yeah, it's good already having an account, because then you'll be familiar with the platform and know how they work. Yeah, I'm excited as hell for the competition. I just want this community to show out, show up, and show out. All right, the 15's closing here. We're still below resistance. We don't have much range coming up here because there's not much of a top wick on this 15. Oh, it's pulling back a bit. Ooh. Doesn't look pretty. Doesn't look bad here on the 15 to finish out the range, but every other time frame here is not pretty at all. Yeah, last 15 of this 4-hour, gang. We're gonna see this 4-hour through. So we got 14 minutes here on the 4-hour. If you got shit to do, use the next 10 minutes to do that shit. Right? You gotta take shit, go take shit. You gotta roll a J, go roll a J. If you have gotta make coffee, go make coffee. You got 10 minutes. You have 14 minutes. So do what you gotta do, and we'll be locking in for the 4-hour opening, 4-hour closing. We're gonna need this 4-hour to really push up here right now and leave a top wick in the next 15 minutes. That's what we want. Yeah. Ooh, and the web go into the competition site. Oh, that's up already? I didn't see that they put that up live already. What's the prices for the challenges and stuff? So if you're getting a challenge account, it's 55% off. It's 50 plus my code on top. It's 55% off, and you'll get an extra 25% on your capital, right? If you're going to get 100K, it's going to be 125K. Right? And at 55% off. So it's a sick deal. Yeah. If you get anything throughout the year, right? If you were waiting for a discount, Black Friday is it. Black Friday is the biggest discounts you get throughout the year, anywhere actually. On instant funding account, no, there's no challenges. You skip the challenge, but that's why they cost more. But the thing is, with a big ass discount like they're offering, 45% off, I wouldn't blame you for getting multiples. Yeah, in the industry, typically you're either getting a bonus or a discount. You're not getting both, a discount and a bonus. You're also not finding a 50% discount anywhere, 55, more than 50. Mr. Trades, no, those are yesterday's. Let's get that off the record. Yeah, you don't get extra capital for instant funding. You just get instantly funded and you skip the challenge. Press the button.
The smoke got me. I got bronchitis.
I say True Value doesn't go on sale yet, but not everybody's Louis Vuitton, right? Shit, I'll still wear some Old Navy khakis. Khakis? Well, she sounds hideous. But they go on sale, and I still get them, right? It doesn't mean I don't buy nothing that doesn't go on sale. Hell yeah, I'll save some money. Nah, I'm not buying this shit. It's discounted. Nope. Your sale is too much. You guys are giving away too much of a discount. I can't buy this shit. I need this to be full price. All right, we got 10 minutes here for this closure, which means it is time for oh shit. Wait, don't burn fully yet. I gotta get out this room. Yo, here's the deal, chat. I know what it's like waking up in other parts of the world and walking outside in the morning. And it is never as pleasant as it is in Florida. Like, I've lived in Ukraine, in a couple of different places in Europe, in Austria, in Germany, in New York, in Pennsylvania, right? In Arizona. It is, yo, the feeling of waking up and walking outside in the morning and just having a good mood automatically, like just everything. Walking out, seeing a pool, a palm tree. It's middle of the winter, snowing everywhere, but I just walked out in like a t-shirt and shorts, and it's like, there's no better feeling in the morning going outside than in Florida. Okay, thanks, rub it in. You are a beach boy. You chilling. True. How's your feelings in Germany? It was depressing. It was cold as fuck. I'm upstate New York. I'm out smoking for smoke, freezing my shit off. Where are you at? Buffalo? Upstate New York, that's basically like southern Canada. Yeah, you're fucked. Up near Canada? All right, northern Mexico. You live in North Mexico, right? Because that's what Canada is. They're basically northern Mexico. It's Mexico with snow. Ooh, we got a 90210 kid. Mexico has a lot of snow? Yeah, not that kind of snow. And most of Mexico's snow comes in from Colombia. Bro, we're talking about like cold snow. Oh, we're pushing up. This is lovely. Oh yeah, I just got new bud. This shit is like 5 shades of green lighter than my other bud. Potent. Ever been to Amsterdam? Yep, twice. Been there twice. Tangerine, I'll say I don't need shit. Stay high all the time. I'm on some good shit. What did you do in Amsterdam? I told the story before. I went to the red light district and I watched some dude get absolutely destroyed by like 8 women in lingerie and high heels. I can confidently say they were women. Because that ass was doink, 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 doink. Definitely women. SL in the building. All right, beautiful. So the 4 hours closing here. Nice top wick so far. We got a really good push out the range. Let's see how we close. If we can close with a top wick here, we'll look for bottom wick entries. Every time I pop up, a lot going on in my hood. Oh man, come on, Chad, do the stretch, the pre-trade stretch. We'll do the flex right after. We'll do the flex after the trade. Yeah, there you go, Kenny. That's that pre-trade stretch. Get that blood flowing. Get that mental clarity all through your body. Daddy need Pirellis to look mean on 22s. The stretch felt good. Hell yeah. You at the gym already? It's early as fuck. In the future, we can do a pre-stream Pilates. Oh yeah, we're getting a massive crowd for pre-stream Pilates. Kenny Goggins. Kenny the Milkman Goggins. Wow, top one running a great promotion. That's what the fuck I've been trying to tell you. Exactly. It's not a great promotion because I'm advertising. It's literally the best promotion in the industry. One minute. Yep, less than a minute here. Lock in, lock in, lock in. Move here, Beverly Hills. Yeah, but I'd be starting New York session at like 4:30, 5 a.m. Nah. I think California is like the U.S. West Coast is literally the worst time zone for trading. Yeah, because both London and New York, it's literally you got to be up at night. If you're trading London and New York, you got to be up at night. All right, we just closed here, gang. We're looking for a bottom wick. As long as this current candle doesn't fill this whole top wick. If we fill this whole top wick, we'll reevaluate. Probably wait for a few more candles. We got about 19 pips, 20 pips of an advantage above there on the flip. Just curious to see how it comes down, where we could come down to. My ideal position would be below the range here. We tapped that strong area. Yeah, we would have to be down here. $5,347. This is where I look for a buy. Unless this breaks down heavy. Might not get it. It might just bounce off these wicks, but I want to be below the range. Okay, getting there. All right, chat, take a buy right here. Just took a buy. Oh, we pulled up a little. Took a buy right here. 2654.2. I'm gonna look for a buy if we continue down here at 52.39. 52.39 right here. 2.5. It's the new 4-hour, right? So I would expect this to come down a bit to create a bottom wick as we're taking buys to come down a bit against us, right? For drawdown, price is driving against us. I mean, for entries, so it's likely to see drawdown. What's up, beautiful? Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right, once this rebreaks the low, I'll look for another position. There we go. I'm taking a buy right here, right where we are right now. Just took a buy right off this line. Oh, what's up with these stops right here? If we are to drive, I would expect the top wick eventually to come back up here. This would need to close first, but eventually I'll expect the top wick. Be patient. Whoops, this is the next available area for pineapple. Right there. Got no bottom wick on that closure. That was a first five closure. That we've had. Ooh, 5 flipped here. It's tough. That's come up pretty quick. I was looking to see if we can take advantage of the flip, but that was really quick. Excuse me, gang. The 5 did close bearish though. Just because it doesn't have a top wick doesn't mean we can't come down, re-break the lows. There's a chance that happens right now as well, right? And we'll be ready because once that low is rebroken, we're going to look for positions. I think we should have had some on that 5. All good though. So, all right, I think we'll have a chance if once this 5 closes, if it does close bullish, we'll have a chance for another entry on the next 5 if we create a bottom wick first. But if we come down further, I'm going to look for a pineapple at 2650 area, 26 flat. There's no news here. 945 is the next nearest candle. I mean, next nearest catalyst for news. That's when we'll look at it. Yeah, trade is basically mostly based on the higher time frame, the 4 and the 1. Closing above the range, range to fill, bottom wick first, haven't filled the range. That's what we're basing our positions on. Okay, taking a buy right here. Took a buy at 51.1. So we tap in these areas. Yeah, I see it on the 5, but I also see it on the 15 and the 30 and the 1. Expectation is to find a support and grab a top wick if this does close bearish, right? And if we're grabbing top wicks, that's our chance to manage risk. But we start breaking the previous 4 low in this candle, which I doubt we will, but it's possible. Just wouldn't make sense because probably then that's price driving in with one candle the other way, which doesn't happen. So regardless of what happens, you have to wait on this candle either to close or for a support to be respected. Stops are at the break of the previous 4 low for now. I don't have stops, but that's where I'll look to manage risk if we start breaking the previous 4 low on this candle. Which is possible. Took another position here as we're coming up. Yeah, now we wait for this to play out. Now we wait. Expectation is a retest of at least 53 area for a top wick, right? For it to make sense here. Because you do have a 15 coming up on a closure. You will have an advantage point here in terms of managing risk, and that should be the top wick of the next candle. Thirty seconds. Alright, so we got a bottom wick first. It's not bad. How did the 5 close? 5 closed bullish. Yeah, 5 closed bullish back in that smaller time frame range. So you'd expect the bottom wick on this 5 and to come up, retest that high, right? Because there's a level right here, you close back up above. So you'd expect the tap of this resistance at 2652.8, right? All right, gang, I'm gonna close all positions out here. Yeah, I closed everything at about when I was 5 pips in profit. I'm gonna wait for this to now reset up again. But it moved, right? There was 8 positions open, so I think if it moved a pip each direction, it would be like an 8 pip move. So let's count that up. I think it was around break even, maybe about 3 to 4 pips. But I'm gonna wait on this to now close on this 30 to see what this 30 does. 15 gave us a chance to get out and manage risk, and that's what I did. We literally just spoke about this. 15 closed bearish. This one should give you a top wick to give you a chance to manage risk. And it tapped exactly the area we marked off to get out. Got a 3 pip win there? Yeah, it just depends like exactly at what point you closed it out. Yeah, you see, I had, was it 17? Yeah, I saw that I was in profits and I pressed to close out, but by the time it closed out, price moved down maybe 2 or 3 pips. 2 or 3 pips. That's roughly 2 pips on position, right? So 8 positions times 2 pips is like 17 pips. Dude, we got over 300 pips, I think, in the last 2 days. 17 pips is a freaking break even. Learned your lesson? Yeah, you close when the market gives you a chance to get out. It gave us a chance to get out. That's the beauty of our entries. I discuss this all the time, and we got out. No harm, no foul. Since the instant funded is limited to 1.87 lots for gold. Here's the thing, it's not limited to 1.87 lots. Unfortunately, that's where the price of gold is. Do you know how margin works, right? So you have less free margin the more expensive gold gets, right? So when gold rises up in price, it gets more expensive to buy. So it gets more expensive for you to enter a position, right? So at the price where gold is, for you to have enough free margin to trade, that's the maximum allowed amount of lots. So if the price of gold drops, the amount of lots you can open goes up because you get more margin because gold is cheaper to trade. So at this point, that's where you are. So I would probably trade like 0.3s, 0.4. It's an instant funded. You don't need to pass a challenge. You just, hey, spend the next month getting 1%, getting 2%. It's instant funded. Just take your small wins because they'll add up in a month, and they won't add up to you trying to pass a challenge. They'll add up to an actual payout. I've never flipped an account. Like, I've had big runs where like I've made a lot of money, but it was never on like $100 account. Never fully understood margin until now. Proof I'm still learning to have much more to learn and get used to. Nobody ever cares. Nobody ever asks. Most people, I know traders that know how to trade, but don't know how to figure out margin. Right? They know how to read the chart, but they don't know how the fuck it works behind the scenes. Look at the formula on how to figure out how margin is figured out, and then if you understand trading now, if you look at the formula, you're gonna be like, oh wow. I was just talking about with caviar with Javier the other day, right? Just specifically about this, how people don't understand, margin, how to figure it out, and then God forbid you try to explain it on the live stream because people will lose their fucking minds. Since you're still looking for the 4-hour flip, no, I'm honestly, since we got a 15 closure, I'm hoping that 15 flows into the 30 and we get the 30 closure, and eventually that'll flow into the hourly, and at some point in the next 40 minutes to an hour, I want us to be looking. Give me 1 second, sweetie. Yeah, if we can look like this in the next 30 minutes, 30-minute candle, I will look to trade the rest of the range down here. You can go out. Is his dad outside? It's chilly outside. Go put on a sweater. No, I want you to go look if his dad is outside. I don't want you playing there by yourself. So yeah, and then we would look for entries somewhere around here. Somewhere around these wicks to the left. Right here. If we're able to get this closure on the next 30-minute candle. Because I see that we're coming down, but I also see that we're starting to get closures. You want a slingshot, right? You want to tap these areas and just drive off of them. If we tap these areas, came up and stopped, and now we're coming back down the other way, that means this wasn't enough orders to drive us up, which means we have to come back down and grab more orders. And if that's the case, we're likely to break the low here. And if we break the low, can we now close below that most recent low? If there's enough volume to drive us down, we will. That'll be the indication that we're coming down. It'll be the fact that we close below here. And if we do that, highly likely the next candle top wick is our chance to take advantage of the retest of the lows. Right? So if it does. If it doesn't, if re-breaks the highs, once you start breaking these most recent highs, we'll look for buys. If it just stays kind of in this range, we'll wait, right? If it kind of trickles up and down within this area, right? No matter what happens, it's no longer our position until we push or push through. Our position was the tap of these areas and a slingshot up. That didn't happen. People ask questions about trading. I'm like, bro, I just look at candles. Yeah, when people ask me questions about trading, I'm like, bro, I'm a fucking janitor. Go ask somebody that knows. I clean shit for a living. Asking me shit. Because those are the worst conversations, right? When people ask you when you're out and they want to learn about trading, it's like, it ain't gonna work. You're not gonna teach them trading when you're out there. I don't know what the fuck they're thinking, but I already know they're not gonna learn from us being out at a bar, right? They're not picking up on trading, so it's like it devalues what I'm saying, right? What I do, because so it's like, oh, he can just explain this at a bar. It's not that hard. It devalues what I'm doing, so I'm just like, nah, bro, I got this mop. Yeah, this shit is way more nuanced than people think. I don't know. She went outside. She said Jackson is there. Put on your skirt and go outside, see if the... Here, I got one of your skirts right here. Yeah, put... You want that one? Put it on.
I know how to put it on.
You gotta find the back first, though. Right here, I think that's the back. Hovering here. Let's see, do something. NYC open here in a minute. See how we close. Oh, it's that time again. Thank you. Twenty seconds. Wow, that 15 really came back all the way back. No top wick on the 5. Yeah, nothing I can do here at the moment. Gets tough here because this is not really a top wick, but it closed above the most recent and it closed back in range with this rejection off of support. That's a pretty strong area here. We'll see. We'll see. Highly likely this flips. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so this is where we said if there's going to be a rejection, right? 53 area. Now the market's going to decide, is it going to continue up to retest the highs, or are we going to flip and re-break the lows on a 30? Okay, so you see, this isn't the fake out when we close back in range here, right? After closing outside. The fake out is once we close back in range and this candle decides to now close back outside. That would be the fake out right here. Now that if it does this, that's the fake out, and then you're retesting the highs here. So decision time for the candle. Decision time for the market. Do we reject? Do we continue up? gonna do? Is it the hourly and the 4-hour bottom wick? Is it the 30 top wick? Fuck. Hey Chad, drop some likes. Only 17 pips on 8 positions. It's a good trade. Thoughts on 5 closure? Well, since we're printing side by side here, last few candles, see on the 30, just up, down, up, down. I want to push out of this range. Yeah, there we go. Back to our first entry. Excuse me. In the next 27 minutes to get direction for the day. I think the hourly is going to be key here also. I just don't know if the hourly is going to be our indication for an entry or if it's going to be our, all right, start locking in and start paying attention time, but no entry just yet. Gang, hold on a second because my kids went outside to play with the neighbor's kids. I want to make sure everything's copacetic. Position still open, anticipating 2660? Yeah, I mean, sure. I'm not anticipating anything. I got to see these closures first. Five closed above, 1530 still open. It's decision time at this area. I just spoke about this. This is the area where the market's going to make a decision. Do we continue up Or do we break down and drive down here? Doesn't have to happen in this candle, right? But at this area. The bounce was off a lovely 4-hour support. Yeah, I know. We just took buys up along the way. It didn't print exactly like I wanted it to. Because our positions were right here on this candle coming down, right? You know, you want that bounce and a drive. If you don't get the drive, you're stuck in this kind of smaller time frame range, and it's going to trickle down, trickle up. And that's what it did before finally coming right back here. And it doesn't mean it came back up for a drive up, right? Look, still trying to make that decision. We'll see. We'll see how this 30 prints. This is really key for us, how this hourly closes out, I believe. Unless this 30 flips now on this current 15 and drives down here, right? If it closes like it is right now, we're still going to be waiting on the next 15, which would be the 30 closure and the hourly closure. We also have news right now, right? 9:45. Yeah, Chicago PMI, orange folder. Not too much, but 10 a.m. we have PCE price index, which is a red folder, which is in 20 minutes. But the good thing is I don't have to leave today at 10 like I did yesterday, so we'll probably be here until 11. We'll have a chance to let the news settle down and trade the after effects. But while we're here, go get your instant funded accounts and make sure you're entered for the competition as part of Wix Gang. Let's represent the competition. Oh man, I'm so excited. We're gonna be checking the leaderboard. Some of you are gonna be in there. You're gonna get your time to shine. How was your day out with the kids yesterday? I wish it was my day without the kids yesterday. You see how if you just switch out and with places, how much better the day gets? No, it was awesome. Yo, honestly, I took him ice skating. Remember I said we're doing hot chocolate? And then I was like, yo, you know where they do hot chocolate? At the ice skating rink, and we could just get, knock both of those out at the same time. So we had hot chocolate and we went ice skating. Yeah, we discussed the hot chocolate yesterday, but then I was like, yo, hot chocolate and ice skating. And so I took my kids and their friends, and it was just me and a whole bunch of kids. Yeah, it was daddy daycare vibes. I don't know, it was pretty dope. And I skate better than all of them, so I was just like running around from one side of the ring to the other side of the ring. Just trying to keep up with all of them, trying to teach them all how to skate. Bambi legs. How are your kids willing waking up at 8 a.m. They were up since 6, and I think since 8 they've been knocking on the neighbor's door asking for their kids to come out. The neighbor hates me, and it's not because I've done anything. It's because my kids are always knocking on his door. Yeah, yesterday I was teaching them how to stop. How to do a proper skating stop. Who said you need to learn how to stop? You don't, but it's cool when they see me stop, like to do it in a hockey stop. Right? They're like, ooh, how do we do that? I want to learn. I stop by throwing myself to the ground. I look for the softest, most cushioniest target, and I head that way. Can't play hockey, chat. They don't have helmets big enough to fit my dreadlocks. I would have to have like a visor helmet. Just dreads sticking up all out of the... Ooh, that closed bullish. 15 closed back up above. Highly likely you fill this range up. Am I willing to bet on it? No. There's no top wick here on that closure on the 5. No range. Chubby chasing? Straight up. Bad news for the dollar. Should gold come down now? That's only an orange folder. You got more news in 10 minutes. In 14 minutes, so. Went to Austria once. Good to go with friends or family. You know where I went in Austria? I stayed in Vienna. And what I remember, this was back in the 1900s. But I remember they had a really dope theme park. Like a Six Flags type of shit. I wonder if it's still there. Anyone from Vienna? It's been like 30 years. Let me think. Yeah, this was definitely back in the 1900s. 400 kilometers from Vienna. So what theme park do they have over there that I used to really like as a kid? Prater. I was gonna say Proctor. Prater. That's so close to what I was gonna say. That's it for sure. Prater Park, still there. Wait, who the fuck commented? Why is your name not there? Why don't you have a name? The fuck did you just comment? Is there only a comment? What's your favorite superpower? Be invisible in the YouTube chat? Almost want to put him on a timeout for 5 seconds. You're going to have to catch him first. Buddy invisible. I'm done with you. For science, word. Yeah, Mr. White. Yes, science. No clue why YouTube. Bro, you cheating. How are you doing this? What kind of cheat codes you got right now? What do you have activated? Buddy forgot he had cheat codes activated. You're a plant, bro. Industry plant. Nothing to see here. Knew the answer to my question and everything. I don't know, buddy. There's something about you, buddy. Something about that no name that makes me feel uneasy. If this was like auditions, like the Drewski show, I'd be like, yo, get him the fuck out of here. Yeah, get this guy the fuck out of here. Something make me feel uneasy. I am the Matrix. Okay, Neo. The one in Detroit. I was watching the one from Nigeria and Houston yesterday. So stupid. He said, yo, that's it. We're giving you a contract. You coming to the US. But it's one way. You ain't getting a ticket back. You want to go? We get your ticket to the US, but you got to stay there. Kids are like, what you mean? Where does he find the people? He doesn't find them. He just announces and like they show up in droves. Yo, Drewski's got a big audience. All we gotta do is announce. He's got a big ass team working too. He just gotta perform, right? Everything else is already set up for him. Yeah, people doing a job for him. All he does is perform. Everything else is set up because people have figured out that he's the money man. There's a way to monetize his performances, so they work all around him, right? They realize that they're not the star of the show, but they can make money off the star of the show by doing everything else around him. And that's how you got the team. can't have everybody be the star of the show, but everybody can eat, right? Everybody's gotta know their place and where they would be helpful, where they would be needed. Yeah, you got people filming, you got people setting stages, you got people doing, you know, props, makeup. Like, people have figured out the way to make money around the stars just by being involved with them. You don't have to be the star to make money. Become valuable and you make money. Alright, this is perfect. This is good. We're breaking down here finally. The 30 flip, 30's driving. Alright, we said we're going to make a decision at this area, up or down. Now that the market's making that decision, we just need some really good closures with a bottom wick. We got another 5 minutes, so this isn't the closure yet for the hourly. Let's hope this comes down a bit more. Leaves a bottom wick. There's going to be news, a red folder that's going to hit, right? In 5 minutes. We're going to watch this play out, and if it drives, we're going to look to get in on that drive. Yeah, hold on again, just checking on my kids because they're at the other side of the house. I want to make sure that our neighbors are out there. Yeah, I got a question. Actually, no, well, fuck it. We'll save it for later because we got news coming up. It's crazy. I left the plate outside yesterday after I ate. I had some steak yesterday, so I left the plate outside. And I came back to grab it, and there was like a couple of ants, right? Right outside on the table, looking like running around the plate. So I didn't kill them. I knocked them off. I threw out the plate, and now this morning there's like 100 ants on that same spot, but there's no plate. So did I just set up those 2 ants to be like the flappers of the group? Are they now like known as the bullshitters of the group because they came back downstairs or wherever they were, and they were like, hey, there's fucking steak leftovers and everything. They got the whole army, and then they all came up and there ain't shit there. Are those 2 ants now like the flappers of the group forever? I think I just screwed up their ant lives. Because now everyone's looking at like, you fucking liars, you made us come up above ground, there ain't shit here. Yeah, they're definitely going into the like... There's some good ass weed, straight up. Yeah, they're never going to be the same in the eyes of the other ants now. I'm gonna step outside after stream. I'm gonna see those two ants with a fucking with a little mini desert eagle. Like, bruh, you got us fucked up. Gonna hold my spider hostage. I got a spider right at the exit that I don't kill because I get him to eat all the mosquitoes and the ants. I'm gonna come outside, the spider's over there hostage, being held hostage by the two ants. Bring out the steak or Webby here gets it. Got 40 seconds here. 30 flipped and drive. What are we doing? Yeah, I have a hard time believing we're going to go straight up with no bottom wick. Unless we close doji. Yeah, I think that should come down. If we get a nice... Oh, there goes that. So if we get a nice top wick here, we can bet on the fact that this is going to make a bottom wick. There goes making the bottom wick. Yeah, that's right. News. How did the news come out? Look, all the red folders today came out as expected. All of them. Just a mixed bag. So wait, let's see. Maybe we get a nice 5 closure or 15 closure here. Let's see. New York session ranging for weeks, yeah, but it doesn't mean we weren't able to catch moves. We've gotten hundreds of pips within the range. Wow. Lock in. We might have positions soon right now. Let's see what kind of push we get here. Wow. I was expecting a fill of this wick to the left, but not like that. Oh, that's not too bad. That's only 20 pips. Oh, shit. Chat, take a sell right here. Just took a sell right where we are. 2645.5. Oh, what am I doing? Wrong way. Once we break the low, I'll go break even. Once the low re-breaks. With volume and momentum, we should see it. All right, closing half here at 20. Actually, I'm going to close full right there. W. Just closed full. I think around 40 pips we got on there. Let me double check. Let me do the math. Under 5 minutes, go break even. No harm, no foul, and whoops, go break even, and you might catch way more pips than we did. Wait for the 5 minutes. No harm. It comes back, great. You look for another position. It doesn't come back, close out at the 5 minute mark, wherever it is. $37 pips. That trade was 37 pips. $40 pips, is that with one lot? That's not how you count pips. It doesn't matter if it was one lot or 100 lots. The idea behind the trade, remember I said we're seeing this push lock in now. We might have positions before a closure. I've said this before. The market, what did it do here? Right? It came down, broke all the lows with volume, with momentum, right? And the candle looked like this. Sorry, let me draw the candle out next to this. So as it was coming down, right, it came down, made a bottom wick, and it was looking like this, right? As it's pulling back with volume, I didn't need to wait for that top wick. As soon as we tapped this area right here, I took the entry, because with volume and momentum, we'll fill this. When it does this really quickly, outside the range, it came down, broke that low, and came back to the nearest resistance that's now turning into a support, the tip of this wick. And I see wicks here, and I say to myself, all right, highly likely you see a reaction here. I didn't expect a rejection and complete drive down. Well, I did, but I'm not. I understand that it is very it's like 95% chance, and if it does come back up, we're going to have top wick entries. It's going to have to retest the low, whatever low it made right here. It's going to have to retest that if it's going to come back the other way, especially if it did that really fast. It's going to do this on the next candle and then start coming back up. If it was going to come back the other way, sorry, it would have done this and then back up. So we would have had a chance to manage risk here, but we didn't need to because we understood it's highly likely going to drive through. I said as soon as we break that, I'm going to go break even, but we smacked right through it, so I just closed full. Right now you have an opportunity for closure. I think 5 minutes should be up, and you should have triple what our entry was. Yep, two positions combined 37 pips. Too late to get in. It's late to get in for that breakdown. It's not too late for us to have entries, more entries, and they're coming. We're going to need some closures. I'm going to need a 15 or 30 here. Look, it's come back to this wick now, right? Chances are either now or on the next candle we fill this range, but I just don't like the area we've tapped. This is a really strong rejection area, right? So after we see a reaction at this area, then we can hopefully get a closure first so we can have a top wick entry. There's a chance it taps this area and just drives back down. But we've just traded this range. Ooh, 5 no bottom wick there. Look at that. No bottom wick at this strong area. Interesting. I think we're better off now that we're up here. We understand, yeah, it can tap this area and come back down, but we're better off seeing a closure, because if this closes like this, we might see a better entry on the 30 from somewhere up here, like 46, 47 areas, than from 45 areas. And if it drives back down right now, then we'll still take a top wick entry on the next 30 or next 15. And what we're going to have in our favor is the fact that there's a lot of bearish momentum continuing to drive down. So whichever way this goes, we'll still have a chance here for more entries. people aren't complaining about the 5-minute rule because it's going to be, I think it's going to go both ways. It's going to be some of the times it's going to come back to B. Some of the times you're going to get a lot more than what we would have had. So I think it will just overall even out. It was two positions total, chat. Right? Since we do the total, we had 8 positions. The total between 8 positions was minus 17. This was 2 positions of 18.5 pips. Oh. Hold on. Yeah, 315.52. Here, 15 wins, 52 losses. Wow, it really did come down off this area. We marked that off after, I mean, before that came down. See? Lovely. We said we should see a reaction at this area, not necessarily a rejection. Look, it tapped it on the dot, it came down. All within one candle, right? Win 316. No, it's not. It's 315. How did we walk into the stream today? We have 1W today. We walked into the stream with 314. So it's 315, unless I missed something from the other day. Anything you're looking at? Yeah, I'm looking at a closure here in 3 minutes. It's a 15 closure. I'm looking to see what kind of top wick entry we can get here. First, let's see if we even have a bottom wick here when we close. Two minutes here, right? We might be pretty far down in 2 minutes. Wow, what an entry that would have been at 45. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Where do you want to see the top wick reach? Well, we got a couple of areas, immediate areas, right above where we are right now as we're pushing through. I would like to say we might have a position before this closes, but probably not. 1 minute here for this 15 to close. Oh, you took that sell, Jay? Nice job. Yep, we probably would have been in there if we didn't take that first one. It's a very nice sell, very nice area for a position. What are you doing, grabbing papers? Okay. Careful. I got it. Let me help you. Oh, whoops. Wrong ones.
In that paper bag.
No, these are the wrong ones. Watch out. Here. Alright. So take them. Take them. I don't see them from here. Oh, wow. We closed and we got no bottom wick. You guys are really paying attention to what I was saying, huh? Really taking those cells off of there. It's high pressure, must 100% focus on the chart. Your kid's coming in, you have 100% to him. Well, it's a her. But yeah. Can't enter there on that closure, right? Highly likely we make this bottom wick and come back up and flip bullish here. We just don't know if this bottom wick will be 5 pips, 10 pips, 50 pips. But we understand that after making this bottom wick, it should flip bullish. After that, once it flips bullish here, we have no tell. We have to wait for the candle to close. Oh, Jay's learning. Jay is learning. I love it when you guys are picking up on things I say and then literally that's part of your breakdown. I didn't even get it, but you guys are getting it. That makes me feel good. That's such a W. Yeah, you're gonna walk out of here today with more profits than me. Very nice. Nice job. Alright, so the candle did what we expected, right? Made the bottom wick. Previous candle had no wick, so this flipped bullish. Will this drive up now? No, it doesn't mean that we're now bullish. It just means that what we expected to happen happened. That's why we didn't take sells. Now, I'm still looking for sells. The key will be is how this 30 closes. We have no more news. We have really nothing else that should really get in the way. Crude oil, orange folder 1030, but honestly,
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care.
we don't. This is a strong level here. Look at that heavy push, heavy bounce. This must have been news back then, right? On the 26th, but heavy bounce down from that area. Might tap this area and just start refilling this 15 wick down. Yeah, we gotta push up, leaving a bottom wick for the 30 exactly. That's how I'm looking at it. That's exactly right, MK. Ooh, Le candle on the 5. If you take sells, or you're not concerned about the supports to the left. We haven't found a support yet since we've been driving. We found the area we've reacted off of. Not really a support. But the good thing about gold is it fills ranges once it creates them. And this bottom wick here is a range that it's creating right now. So highly likely it'll fill that range. What it's looking for right now is to establish a resistance. Your job is to figure out where will that resistance be established. What's the likeliest resistance, right? And if that's the likeliest resistance, is it also the most optimal to manage risk if you're wrong? Because the best resistance to drive down might not be the most optimal entry for you to manage risk. It can just be the area you're likelier to reject off of to come down, but if you're wrong, it might not be the best area for risk management. So you gotta play that game of where it makes sense. A lot of time left here. We've just tapped 2641. 7 minutes in this 15 candle. We can come right back down. A lot of time. There it goes. See, reacting. Six minutes, gang. 6 minutes for this 30 closure, right? Whatever wick it leaves here, we will come down and fill it, if not the whole wick, then partials to the nearest support, which is around 37 area, while the whole wick fills at 35. But we will create that bottom wick. The key here will be the entry on a top wick. Got a few minutes here. Got 5 minutes here. Hold on a second, gang. Since we got 5 minutes. I figured out the dosing for the holy joint. I kind of get like, it gives me like 3 breaks throughout the stream, 2 to 3 breaks, and in 2 to 3 breaks I get to smoke it all. So I figured out how much to roll in order for it to be the most optimal on stream. It's a whole science, but I'm a cannabis connoisseur, so I enjoy the sweet science, the sour science. We go up from here, see some strong rejections in the past, but the market doesn't move. You know, it doesn't change directions in one candle. The market doesn't typically move like that. It can, but if we're playing the probabilities, we're not praying anything, but if we're playing the probabilities, it is highly likely it'll create a bottom wick and come back down before driving up. All right, lock in, gang. Be interesting if the 15 doesn't give us a top wick. Damn, that's a strong 15 push up though. see. Thirty seconds here, chat. All right, 15 seconds, chat. Lock in. Might have positions here coming up very soon. Sucks that we kind of tapped this area up here. Let's see if we can do it again. Fifteen's got a top wick to fill. Ideally, we fill that wick now. This is tough. That's what it was, yeah. We came up here on the 5. I was hoping for this top wick on the 30 to this area. That's why we had that marked off, 44. No top wick on this 15. Previous 15 closed bullish. Highly likely you flip bullish here. If we don't, we might look for positions off the next 15 once we're below here, once we're below 35 areas. Spoke about this too. We're gonna fill this wick either fully or to the next support, and it filled it to the next support to these areas. The hourly still looks great. There's a half hour left on this hourly, 26 minutes. A lot of time. Call it? No, I'm not calling. I'm here till at least 11, and we might have more positions at 11. I mean, we're winners already on the day, but if it sets up, right? My mental clarity, my mental capital is not spent. I'm all there, boo-boo. So we are still trading. We don't get it on the hourly. If it doesn't set up, we'll look for it in the signal channel. If we don't get it before the 4-hour close in the signal channel, we'll wait for Asian session. You're done. Capital spent. See ya. Later, loud. Holy J gave you wings? Hell yeah, this shit adds like 20 horsepower every single time. Think the 4 hour needs a top wick? Of course. Do I think it'll give one? No, I don't think it'll give one. I think you're going to get a top wick on the next 4 hour that might give you that rebreak at highs. I don't think the 4 hour needs to flip. I think the highs need to be retested here. That's what I think. I don't think you should be holding buys all the way from up here. Right? You broke the previous 4 hour low, which is what we spoke about initially. Those were initially the places to close out. But I do believe you're going to have to come up and retest the highs here in some way, shape, or form on the next 4 hour or tomorrow after a bottom wick forms and you drive up. We'll see. We don't know. Maybe today flips completely, right? And you start getting that celery play on the daily. Right? Today can still flip, and if it flips and starts breaking the lows down here, that's your celery play happening. There's just a lot of movement. It can happen on the daily, but like for the session, I don't see it. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of that. We can pretty much get rid of that. Goodbye. See ya later. Big up to all my haters. Yeah. Word. Let's go, gang. Flex time. It'll make you feel good. Let's go. Oh, wait. Flex, damn it. Flex. I feel good just to flex a little. Just, Gets the blood flowing. It's good. Stretch, flex, whatever you got to do. When your kids will start to trade? Hopefully never. I don't recommend this shit to nobody. If you're already doing it, I recommend you don't stop. If you're not doing it yet, I recommend you don't start. I never tell people to stop. I tell them either to keep going or don't start. Stop is not in the vocabulary. It's the reason we never have stops. Your boy Wix needs some liquidity, chat. I need some of that liquidity to come in. Here we go. Imagine saying that to a drug addict. Yeah, that's not good advice for a drug addict. It's partially good advice. What level are you on, MetaTrader? Yeah, he doesn't game. I can tell. Don't you have a course? You're in the course. You are in the course. Because I would need help creating it, and it would take up too much time for me on my own to sit down and do it. Right? I would need to have enough time to sit down with somebody who could really go in depth. So it would be the best if it was somebody from Stream, right? That had some kind of knowledge in putting together what I do. But it would take up a lot of time, and I got more kids than a daycare center. I believe the best education, no matter what kind of course I come up with, the best education is here on Stream. How many kids? I got enough to field the team. And even then, like, right, with some help doing it, it would take a long time. It would be a lot of insight from me. I think whoever does it is probably going to be like a master trader by the time we're done putting it together, because I would be going in depth in every concept, right? And everything that I see. And I would be constantly adding shit to it, right? It would take a long time because I wouldn't just, be able to, off the top of my head, put together every single thing I know. But as I see it happen on streams, I'd be like, oh, this is something we forgot to put in there, or this is something we needed to add on there. We didn't go into this topic. And it would be like a constant and consistent update. So it would take like months. Yeah, those are the only trades I review, SL, is the losses. I don't review the wins at all. I forget about them really quickly. We got 15 minutes to go on this hourly. After a big loss you took, you reset your lot size. Is that the other day, the one that you decided to hold when we closed out? That's not a bad idea. I reduce my lot sizes and get extra careful if I lose 2 or 3 trades in a row. Right? I get extra selective with my trades. I mean, it's been a long time since that happened, but that's just my natural reaction, is to get the confidence going, right? You want to build the confidence to be in positions so you could manage them logically instead of emotionally. When there's no confidence in the entry, right, there's no confidence in the entire risk management process, and what you're doing is you're basing your actions off emotions at that point, which is not something you want to invite into your trading, right? You want to be in control of the trade. You don't want to let the market control you, and that requires confidence in taking your position, right? So you get extra selective, wait for positions that you have super duper pooper confidence in, and then you take those, and then you make sure it's not just that one trade. You'll stack them a little bit, take 2, 3 of those, right? Wait for your position, the one that you're like, all right, yeah, this is obvious, right? And the good thing about this, it happens all the time. Excuse me, it happens all the time here. That's the great thing about the way we trade. Super duper pooper confident. Out of everything I said, that's what you guys walked away with.
Stop it. Get some help.
Come on, gang. Super duper pooper confidence. Down with SDP. Yeah, you know. Got that SDP confidence. Hell yeah. I love each and every single one of you. That's why I look forward to this every single morning. Me more. Maybe a little bit. Rich Manny Low just a little bit more. Maybe a no top wick here on this 30, a lick handle. We want the market to come up here, but not yet. Not yet. You don't want this 30 start driving up here and becoming a really big candle. Ideally, this 30 is not a strong candle, even if it closes bullish. Even better if it closes with no top wick. Bullish with no top wick, that would be incredible. Uh-oh, somebody's getting it. Shouldn't have been one. They sneaking candy out. I hear it. I hear them sneaking candy out. Get him. Get him. Uh, Hold on. Let's listen in. Can you guys hear him? Somebody in trouble. I don't know. All I know is I'm gonna have another chance to play good cop. I'm about to show up to the rescue. Pick your poison, gang. Like me going in there right now and telling them, that's right, ain't gonna do them no good. They ain't gonna remember that. But this upcoming rescue mission, they're gonna remember that for the rest of their lives and be like, yo, Dad really saved us that time. Rescue mission incoming. I'm gonna start planning. I gotta flip the tape too. Thank you, Green. Thank you, Green.
It's because I'm green, isn't it?
Yes. Strategic? Hell yeah. That's what we do. Strategize. Wow. This is a Russian pancake. I don't even know what to call it. Oh no, you out, Wish? I wish you wasn't leaving. Oh, that crunch, what is it? It's burnt. Nah, I'm just kidding. This shit ain't burnt. This is some it's how it's part of the recipe. It's meant to be like. You crazy? Yeah, I'm about to be homeless too. See the shit I do for y'all? Don't worry, Chad. I didn't really say what I was. Tell you again. If you think the shit I say is wild, think about the shit I almost say. If I said what I almost said,
Need some liquidity. Got some of that crispiness stuck. Yeah. 5 minutes here. 5 minutes. I'll never forget this comeback. If your grandpa had addiction, it would be your grandpa. Yeah, that's that's old school. We use that. That's us. Yep. You know what? Can somebody find that stream? I would like to put that in a reel. That would be great. That was like a few months back. That's funny, like I'm sure there was massive value in that stream, and that's all you remembered. Well, if your grandma had addiction, be your grandpa. Yeah, I watch Wix. He talks about dicks all the time. Like, nah, we trade, bruh. That's all I remember. About 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Pulling up. Let's see if we get no top wick. The issue here is we don't have a top wick. We don't have a bottom wick on this 15. All right, we might not get a top wick here. I head straight back down. Oh man, look at this 4 hour. Is it loading up or what? Leg candle on the 30. I would like a steeper closure. Yeah, I would have liked that closure to be somewhere down here below the 40s. Looking for sells on the opening, not off the opening. Yeah, I'm looking for sells off the opening, but I'm looking for sells off a top wick. The question is, are we going to get a top wick first, or are we going to come down first, bounce off a support, and continue the drive up? Drop some likes meanwhile, right? We got a minute to go. Drop some likes. We started off minus 17. We're up 20 pips for the session. Drop some likes if you were part of that last trade. We're not going live tomorrow. It's a holiday. Turn on your notifications. This way you know when we're live, right? And overall, sub here and follow the IG. Do all those things in the next minute. Okay, this is good. Coming back down a bit. A weaker 30. All right, because a doji 30, you can pretty much block it out and go based off the previous candle. The issue is, see this last 5 to close out the hourly candle is a bearish candle. There's a chance we might come down first. Look in here. Needs to come up. Need to come up. Yep, tomorrow's Thanksgiving for us, so there's no stream, but we'll be back on Friday, on Black Friday. We'll do a giveaway. We'll give away a couple of accounts, a couple of 25K accounts, and then we'll also have the rules. We'll discuss the rules for the competition, how to enter the competition. Let's show up for that. I really want to show out for the competition. I want to show them this community is big and strong. Oh. Our gang taking a sell right here as we tap that area. Oh, it came back down a bit. So just took a sell. I was trying to get it right at the line, but it tapped it and came down. It can still re-break it, and we'll have another opportunity for a sell up here at 45.9. But this is the initial play where it can reject. I got the entry in at 43.67. There, that's what my entry came out to be. Really wanted it up here at 44.4 area. Just kind of tapped it really quickly and then came down. About a 7 pip difference, not a big deal. In the grand scheme of things and in the amount of range there is, shouldn't really be a big deal. Alright, in a close half here at 11, I'm gonna go break even. Move stops to break even. This is now a risk-free trade. You know what, gang? I'm gonna close full right here at 20 pips on the second one. So move stops to break even, closed full. Right as we tap this support. The reason I close full is not much of a top wick here, right? If we came up here to these areas, I'm probably, once we get back to the first position, I would probably close that break even and leave the pineapple. But this is a small top wick for this hourly, and we're at a support, so I expect us to tap this support, come up, make a steeper top wick, and then eventually come back down, break down. I just didn't want to miss this range. If you're in positions here, very simple, right? If it's shorter than 5 minutes, you go break even and you wait. Just like last trade, you probably won more than we did because you held that longer. The same thing here. If your 5 minutes aren't up, go break even. There's no risk on the table and just wait. You wait 5 minutes out. You might catch a lot more than we did. You might hit B, but I think at the end of the day, it'll be an even trade-off. Sometimes you'll hit B, sometimes you'll catch more than we do. that's going to be a trade-off. You're probably, you know, it's probably going to work out really well. Your last trade on stream, you won 31 pips. 30.7, so that's 31. Stream record, win number 316. W. That's what you guys remember? Trying to understand this type of trading. Got to keep showing up here. All right, hold on. Let's update our record. Win number 316. Austin 316 says, I just took TP at 31 pips. Feel me? I think the 5 minutes is up for you guys. You guys can be closing in profits now. I want to hear shit. How are you at 26.3K when Mamba FX is at 500K? I don't know, because he's got pretty pictures. I think that's what it takes. Just, it takes production. He's got production value. I don't have production. I have actual real value that helps you get better. He's got entertainment value. The idea behind a trade, to win, to have no risk on the table, put ourselves in the best possible position to manage risk if we're wrong. I would have taken a buy. You wouldn't be wrong, right? You could still take, probably have a buy here and we could both win. I could have taken this small range. You could re-break the highs here and drive up, create a steeper top wick. The buys would have won, and then it come back down and re-break the lows to actually finish out the wick, and the sells would have been correct. It's not about what's right or wrong. It's just perspective. What are you seeing? What are you looking for? Kenny's still holding, hoping for a massive runner. Oh, man. You're good. You've already played this range. I think we've played this range a couple of times today. Yeah, this entry was where we closed our first trade today, our first win today. Kenny triple U. Hey, if you held, look at this shit, right? 5 minutes. No matter. You got a better outcome than we did. It's after 11, chat. Hold on, there's 350. Half of you dipped? Pip and dippers. No. Hold on. This can't work like that. Oh, no. It can work like that. Hold on. Let me get my phone charger, chat. Why are you guys dipping? More trades. We're having more trades.
Oh shit, sorry. No, I was saying how we got this area correct. Like it was perfect. Just when I said it, by the time I said it, it was already down here. By the time I even clicked the button, I was like, all right, we tapped this area. Let me. It just came down about 5, 6. No, it was about 7 extra pips. But this is the area we were looking for, and that's exactly where it came to. Perfect. Just perfect here. How we identified that. What time frame do you even find it? Well, here's my logic behind that area. So we've come down, right? We've had this heavy push down. And I'm looking, all right, let's find the next time frame area where we could have a top wick. And right, this would have been it. And then I look and we've already tapped that area. So what would be the next area we tap without re-breaking this high, right, that we've already tapped, where we can reject, but still reject, right? Where's there a resistance where we come down from? And I see this area we've come down from, and it doesn't re-break the high that we've already tapped. I don't think we need to come back to that high. We can't re-break this, right? Re-break of this high here is not good for us, right? It just doesn't work like that. If we are to come down, it'll typically, since it's already tapped this area across, it'll look for the next one that it can tap right below it. And that's how I figured that out. That's my logic behind there. And it came and tapped that area on the dot. It already got there. If this top wick on the previous candle never got to that area, yes, we are waiting on this. We are waiting on this top one right here. If this previous top wick never got there, that's ultimately the area, right? And we got there on the previous candle, so I figured then we have no need to get there if the previous candle already got there. So we go to the next resistance. Yeah, a lot of value in understanding that, but that then, like, nobody's taught that to me. It's just eventually over time, you know, you figure out one logical thing, and over time you're like, oh, and that would be logical with this too, right? Over time we just figured out this area, but then logically you're like, oh, that would make sense. And then the next area, right? And then it just over time you add on things that make sense. So like I always say, no strategy is, you know, wrong. They don't. It's not that they don't work. Every strategy has some solid points, right? It's just up to you to optimize it and tweak it to where it's logical and makes sense. It's up to you how you know, how simple or how difficult you want to make this at the end of the day. But I always tell you, right, the simpler you make it, the more incentive you have to show up day in and day out, right? Rinse and repeat, because when something's easy, you don't really mind doing it. Or when something is simple that you can, you know, rinse and repeat and just, you got it, and then you just show up every day and do it. It doesn't make showing up every day that hard when what you're going to do isn't extremely difficult. Does it matter what time frame you're looking for wicks? Yeah, I mean, you want time frames to line up. You also want the higher time frame pushes. Right, sometimes you get them on the 5 and the 15, but then you have to realize what time it is, the timing, and the levels that you're at, and put that into the equation as your variables, right? No course will teach you this. No matter if I wrote all this down in a course, it wouldn't teach you this and stick in your head. Because those of you that were looking for buys there after reading the course would still be looking for buys there unless you got it played out in real time, right? You see the concept playing out in real time in front of you, and that's when you can say, all right, this is how the concept works. That made sense, right? These levels made sense, and if it made sense in your head, next time you're not looking for buys because now the sells made sense in your head, right? And once it starts making sense in your head, it's going to start eventually making dollars in your pockets.
It's got to make sense in your head first. And a course won't teach you that. A course won't change your behavior. It's the actual experience on live charts that's going to make you adapt. A course will make you think your behavior has changed. It'll give you a false sense of profitability. Nothing teaches you more, and there's no better teacher than actual experience, right? So if you're experiencing this, and then you're being taught a concept, and then the concept playing out live in front of you, that's the teachable moment. That's where the aha moments happen. Not by reading, you know, a PDF file or a PowerPoint. You feel me? That's why you're always taking back-to-back trades, killing it when that was taking one. Oh man, you guys are some conspiracy theorists. I swear, the police is hiring detectives. I don't know why some of you don't become detectives. It's good pay. Imagine all these skills, all your Forex investigative skills can be put towards like solving a homicide. What got you into this job? Forex? Alright, chat. If you got a W in that trade, if you took both W's with us, right? If you've traded with us this entire day, drop some likes and yo, spam some dubs. If you want to be famous, spam some dubs. Let's create a reel. W gang, appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you for helping me make some content. Awesome. You guys are some loyal ones, legit ones. I didn't see anyone out there. Not yet. I think it's too early. All right. Yeah. Wow. More than half of you already did. Really? Watch us get a position right now, yo. Just in spite. Oh. I'm kidding. We're chat. Gang, we're done for the session.
I can probably tell the signal channel to relax here. Maybe on the 4-hour closure. Lock in. I might not be home. If I'm in, we can trade the 4-hour if it looks decently bearish here. Okay. But remember, we're not live here tomorrow. We'll be back on Friday to give away a couple of 25K accounts. Yeah, ooh, bought a top one instant funding. That's a W, Hank. W. Instant funding. Fuck the challenge. Skip that shit. Yeah, instant funding. 45% off. Code Wix. Go get that shit before it's gone, because I think it'll be gone by Friday, after Friday. It's only through Black Friday. And then instant funded accounts are going away. Period. All right. What else? What else? Any more questions? No questions. Everybody's a winner. Even if you needed to hold the 5 minutes here, you were a winner. You definitely caught more than us if you held. Because we closed even above this price where it is right now. All right. Let's call it a session. We'll be back on Friday. As I said, we're going to give away a few accounts, and I'll have the competition rules for everybody. Zoom gang, I'll see you guys on the clubhouse side of things. Appreciate you guys showing up as always. Signal channel. Hey, if we don't have positions here throughout the New York session, I'll still be on for Asian tonight. All right, so look out for possible signals during Asian at around 8 p.m., 9 p.m. All right, then tomorrow we take a day off. Happy Turkey Day. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Hope it goes well. And I'll see you back here on Friday. Chat. Love and wisdom to you all. Mods. I gotta go. Yeah, my kids are staying there waiting. We're gonna go outside right now. We're going to play. We're going to play. All right, gang. I will see you on Friday. Yep, as for me, my time here is up. You already know the deal. And just like that, another Asian... Oh, Asian session. Another New York session is in the books. Enjoy your day, everybody.